When the weather's like this, meaning cold and wet, that means one thing in my house: chili time. Let's go. Hey, welcome back in YouTube. Brandon with Taylorsfiresmoke cooking. Today we're going to whip up some quick and delicious chili. What are we going to use to get started? Today we're going to use ground turkey, 85-15 lean. No need to drain. Just go ahead and cook what you got to cook. We have a white onion here. We have a green pepper. We're going to use a little onion powder, cumin, granulated garlic, of course chili powder. We have salt and pepper. I'd like to use these cans, these Brooks chili beans. I normally use a can of the chili mix. Then I use a big can of hot and mild. I love beans in my chili. Some people don't. I don't think chili is chili without the beans. And I normally use stewed tomatoes, but I did see these at the grocery store. So we're going to try these today and see how they taste and what they add. I'm also going to use some ketchup in my chili. That is actually one of my secret, not so secret ingredients. So let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be quick and simple. I'm going to chop up my veggies, then we're going to go ahead and get to the stove. And this is going to move quickly, so it's not going to take long. Stick around. All right, family, we're back here at the stove. I just added my ground beef to my pot, and we're just going to go ahead and begin to start browning the meat. We don't need to cook it all the way through, but I do want to get a little bit of a head start with the ground turkey before I go ahead on and add in some of my other ingredients. All right, family, we've gone ahead and let this cook for about 3 or 4 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead on and add in our veggies. So I'm going to add in my green pepper, which I had diced fairly small. That was a whole green pepper, small. And then we're going to add in a whole small white onion. We're also going to add in about a tablespoon of minced garlic. I did not have that on the original ingredient list. I forgot to pull it out, but I do like to add a little bit of minced garlic to the mix as well. Once we get it in, we're going to continue to let our turkey brown and saute our veggies at the same time. Again, using the ground turkey, you don't have to worry about draining off the meat or anything like that. It's so lean, you can just go ahead and continue to cook. And that's one of the good things about using your turkey. A lot less mess and a lot less cleanup. All right, guys, we're back. We've gone another 5 minutes. Please forgive me. I forgot to hit the camera, but I did want to show you. I added in 3 tablespoons of chili powder. I added in 2 tablespoons of onion powder. I added in 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic. I did add in 2 tablespoons of cumin. And then we also added in a couple teaspoons of black pepper. Now, if you're not a huge black pepper fan, you can go with a little less, but I do like to add in quite a bit of black pepper into my chili. Now, here's where we're going to go with our ketchup as well. I'm going to start off with about 2 cups of ketchup. What the ketchup does is it adds a little bit of sweetness, but it also cuts out some of the tartness from the tomatoes that we put into the chili. So it balances it out really well. Some people like to add white sugar to their chili, which I've done and in the past as well, but I discovered that using ketchup works a lot better because you can still get a little bit of that sweetness, and then you cut out that tartness, and it adds a little bit more of a flavor besides just using white sugar in your chili. All right, guys, we've allowed that mixture to simmer for a few minutes. Now we're going to go ahead on and add in our tomatoes. Got them cracked open. We're just going to put them in there. Like I said, this is the first time I've tried these particular tomatoes, and this is probably the last time I'll be using them. I like to use diced tomatoes or stewed tomatoes in my chili, and these are more like crushed tomatoes, so once it's mixed up, you really won't know they're in there, and I like the flavor that the tomatoes give my chili, so it's probably the last time I'll use these, but we'll see how it tastes. I also want to add in just a can of water into the mix as well. So what I did, I just used the same can that the tomatoes came out of, put in a little bit of water to rinse out that can, and then add it to my mixture as well. We're going to go ahead on now and add in our 3 cans of chili beans. Now these are the bigger cans of chili beans. Again, I love beans in my chili. I like beans in general, and it just makes it all overall better to me. Like I say, I know Texas people and some other folks don't believe in beans in their chili, but to me, chili without beans is just chili dog sauce. So I definitely love the beans in my chili. I did not drain these beans. Some people do. I don't. I just add in. It's got the little chili flavor and whatever in the can, so I just add it in undrained and put it into the pot. And you can see how good it's looking already. And you would think that that was too many beans, but if you look at it, it's just the right amount to me. You have the right amount of beans to beef or meat ratio along with your vegetables. So this is just the perfect chili in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead on now and just continue to let this simmer for a few minutes. All right, we've had on a very low simmer for probably about 20 minutes or so. And I just want to scrape the bottom of the pot to make sure nothing is scorching or anything like that. And then we're going to go ahead and give it a taste and see where we are with our salt and pepper. We're going to be good with our cumin and our chili powder. But you notice I did not add any salt when we were seasoning. So we just wanted to give it a taste, and it definitely needs some salt right now. And this is when you really want to season it. We're going to add in a little more ketchup as well. At this time, you can add in, cayenne pepper or something like that as well if you want to make it a hot chili. But like I said, I have kids, so we have to be careful with the amount of heat that we put in it. But you can see the consistency right now. This is where I want it to be. And when you let it simmer, when it cools, it will thicken up. So this is perfect. The flavor is where I want it to be. And the salt is exactly where I want it to be. So all we have to do now is just continue to let it simmer, and then we'll be good to go. All right, guys, we've let it simmer about another 20 minutes or so, and we're good to go. This is our pot of chili. You can see how it looks. It's got, like I said, the perfect consistency, the perfect amount of meat to bean ratio. We've got our tomato in there, which I wish we had used some diced or stewed tomatoes, but it's still good. We got our onion, green pepper, and garlic in there, seasoned just right. And this is going to be great on this cold, wet winter day. So hope you guys enjoyed the recipe. Give it a try. Let me know what you think down below. Comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Be sure to hit that notification bell. And until the next time, guys, God bless you. We'll see you around.